Hello, everybody. Happy Monday, October 14th. Today's another session of our live stream on Mondays. I'm not doing this live on our Zoom call today, so if you're chiming in from YouTube, welcome. If you're chiming in from the Truck Profit Academy, welcome. Good to be with you today. Today is going to be a short and powerful call about how you can literally set yourself up to pay little or no taxes. We're continuing that conversation. We had a great start to this conversation last week when it comes down to understanding the two types of income structures that you would typically deal with when it comes to paying taxes and how to manage those income structures when it comes to paying taxes. And today we're going to continue on that conversation. But first things first, let's get to it, guys. That's me, Cheston Bulgin, with By the Books Consulting. I am the CFO and tax strategist here, also the founder of this company, By the Books Consulting, and we host this for you every single week. And you can reach us at 888-4BTB now. That's 888-428-2669. You can reach us on the web at youraccountingsuperhero.com. You can also reach me directly by going to cbulgin at youraccountingsuperhero.com. And we do things related to accounting, tax. Of course, we're talking about taxes here, the tax strategy, the tax planning, fleet operation advisory, business advisory, and the technology that you would use to run your business. That's what we help with over here at By the Books Consulting. At the end of the day, we're here to make sure that you win in business. And if you haven't taken advantage of this, the Truck Profit Academy, guys, this is a community that we have developed and built out for you to make sure that you're set up to win in the trucking industry, especially as a fleet owner, so that you have all the tools and knowledge and understanding about how to run your business, do more with less effort, and make more money at the end of the day, how to keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket. Today's a conversation that deals with how to do that, how to keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket. Now, if you haven't joined, you want to join before this community becomes not free, okay? It's going to be free up until the end of this year. Then it's going to be a paid community. It's going to be a paid subscription to be inside of our community. And we have a mastermind that's coming down the pipe this quarter. And we deliver content like this and more inside of that community. There are interviews with experts, people who can share their insight inside of the trucking industry to help you win. So we want to build this community for you, with you, by you, so that you are set up every way possible to make more money in your business. All right, so you can join that by coming to the truckprofitacademy.com website and getting signed up there for free up until the end of this year. Also, you can take advantage of a free profit and cash flow analysis. Stop wasting time and increase profits and cash flow as soon as today. Stop wasting time and increase profits and cash flow as soon as today. You can go ahead and book that at youraccountingsuperhero.com/book-and-appointment. Okay, so we're giving a lot here, guys, so take advantage of it. Now, a quick disclaimer before we get started with this conversation. The following is for educational purposes only and is not to be considered financial, accounting, or legal advice. Please consult your tax, accounting, and or legal professional for specific advice. Let's go. So we're in this conversation about tax strategy and how to set yourself up to win when it comes to tax strategy. And what it really, before we get into this, what does this really mean? It's tax strategy. In this country, the government wants their cut. They call it taxes. Their cut of your income, okay? And they call it taxes. That's one source. It's not the only source of taxes, but one of the main things that we want to manage, because it is one of the top expenses that you'll have and incur in life, is taxes. We want to manage this so that you are able to grow wealth for yourself in a way that you can have a legacy and you can have freedom. Freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it, with who you want to do it with, as long as you want to do it, and make sure that you do what you do with your money, what you want to do with it, okay? And you are able to do this to a large degree if you understand some rules to the game, okay? So if you understand the rules to the game, you will have a high probability of winning at the game. So what do I mean by that? Well, there are rules to, income and how you pay taxes. And if you don't know or understand those rules, then you could be setting yourself up for losing when it comes to taxes in this country. When I say losing, it means that you're going to be paying more than necessary. You're going to have that, frustration because you've been working so hard all year long. And it's like, man, why do I have to pay this much on April 15th every single year? I've been working all this time doing what we need to do. We've been honoring our promises to our customers. We've been building a great thing here. And I've been, working so hard to build up this amount of money inside of my business and in my life. Now I have to just give it away. And, some people, they go around and, they really want to do their duty when it comes to paying taxes in this country, because it is a gift to be here in this country, right? And we want to make sure we honor our responsibility. And we don't have to do more than necessary when it comes to that, is what I want to say. You don't have to do more than necessary. You can keep your money in your pocket. You can do with that money what you want to do, okay? And you can have that sense that what you do actually matters to you. Like you're actually making the difference inside of you going to do what you do day in and day out, especially if you're in the trucking industry. That's, it's a business where it's not so thankful. It's a thankless industry a lot of the times. So when you make your money, it is a rewarding feeling, and you want to maintain that feeling of rewardedness when you make that money. So how do you do that? You get to keep it and get to do with it what you will. You're free to do that. And, there are ways that you can set yourself up to win, is what I want to say. Okay. And you don't have to give your money away and give Uncle Sam an extra tip when you don't have to. You can keep it. Okay. Now it comes from understanding this thing, strategy. All right, so rules to the game. So if we understand rules of the game, we can understand the strategy. And if we understand the strategy, we can execute on the strategy. We come up with a plan of execution. And then when we do that, the destination is success, which means you get to keep your hard-earned money in your pocket and do with it what you will. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense, guys. We're going to talk more about that today, setting yourself up to win. And really, we're going to call this session Winning in the Tax Game. There's a couple of things I want to leave you with in this conversation. Okay, we're going to talk about just a few things in terms of winning in the tax game. The one main thing I want to give you in this section today is income shifting. Okay. Last week we talked about the two major types of income that you have when it comes to generating income in this country. We talked about earned income. We talked about passive income. And if you're not familiar with that conversation, you can go back on YouTube and watch our videos. If you're in the Truck Profit Academy, you can go back in our library and watch those videos there. And we talked about earned income on one side and passive income on the other side. Okay. Now, today I want to talk about income shifting, so that we're shifting all the income that you make. Here's the thing, all right? And this is what I want to really deliver with you. Be kind to your future self, okay? Be kind to your future self when it comes to taxes, so that you can actually shift your income to tax-free income in the future. Tax-free income in the future. Everybody wants to have this as a part of their strategy, income shifting, so that you have income that you have in the future shifted to tax-free income. Shift your future income to tax-free income. Shift your future income to tax-free income. This is what we want to do. All right, so there are three things I have up here that we want to talk about when it comes to income shifting. Now, there are things that you can do right now to convert your future income. Like you already pay taxes on the income now. Nothing you can do about that. Some of us have not really set ourselves up to win in that way, which basically means that you've been going throughout your day, you've been making your money, but you really haven't been planning up until now. You really haven't had a plan of a strategy up until now either. To execute on, so that you don't have to pay as much in taxes as what you do. So what can we do about that? What we can do about that is make sure that in the future, you don't have the same scenario going on. You can be kind to your future self. Get that, and you can look back and say, man, I'm so thankful for my past version of myself. Thank you for being so kind to me, okay? All right, so this is what we want to do right now. From this moment moving forward, we want to create that future in which you can be kind to that person so that they don't have any taxable income to deal with. Or at least they have a large portion of income that is tax-free income. So one of the ways that we can do this is municipal bonds, creating income structures based on municipal bond interest that is tax-free money that you get in the future. Okay, so you can take money now, put that into municipal bonds, and have tax-free interest in the future. So what are municipal bonds? Well, the government at any level, it could be the federal government, it could be your local government, they are borrowing money from you and I. And they're saying, because we're borrowing your money, we'll pay you this amount of interest and we won't charge you taxes on it. Get that. Okay. Thank you. They're saying thank you for investing in your government. So much so that we won't charge you any taxes on what we pay you, because you gave us the money you actually let us borrow the money. Okay. So if we understand that that's the game that they play, well, why not be in alignment with that game right here, right now, as such that you can create tax-free interest income from municipal bonds, because they will pay you tax-free. Okay. So how do you do this? Well, you can go on any brokerage site, and they'll have a list of different types of bonds. There'll be different types of ratings, from A, AAA, down B, and all sorts of ratings on the bonds to let you know, well, what the level of risk is for you investing in these municipal bonds. Okay, so you want to actually do the background work to understand what's going to be safe for you to invest in and what's going to be the reward at the end of the day when it comes to interest income. And you can actually set yourself up, like depending on how much cash you want to continue to invest, like this year, next year, the year after, you can set yourself up in the future to have an income source that's completely tax-free by doing this. Okay. And once again, I want you to do your research, do your background work, go to your brokerage site, look up these bonds, do research on these bonds to see which ones are the best fit for you, and invest in those to be kind to your future self, so that as such, you have tax-free interest income in the future for yourself. Okay. Now, that's one way to shift income, is what I want to say. All right. Convert money today, cash today, into future income that is non-taxable. Does that make sense? Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about before we wrap this up is self-directed IRAs. Okay, self-directed IRAs. Now it's not just any type of IRA. We want to put in here a Roth. Okay, you want to set up a Roth IRA. Why a Roth IRA? So many people talk about this type of vehicle on the internet, and what a Roth IRA basically means is that you take money that has been taxed today, put it into this vehicle so that you can grow tax-free income in this vehicle in the future. Okay, so there are limits into how much you can invest in a Roth account. You want to do your background research on that, depending on what year you're watching this video, and it could be a couple of years from now that you're watching this video. And you want to understand, all right, what are your limits, what are your restrictions, and what are your available options if you don't fall within those restrictions for yourself. Okay, there's other ways to get involved with the Roth IRA, even though you have maybe like higher income limits, like higher than they allow you to invest in a Roth account, or if you've already maxed out your contribution limit for the year. There are other options for you to do that, to convert and shift your money today into tax-free income tomorrow. So why is a Roth vehicle important for this strategy? Is because anything that's inside of a Roth account, it grows tax-free. It's tax-free money that grows. Okay. Now you do have, required minimum distributions when you get to the retirement age, but between now and then, especially if you're somebody who's younger, if you're in your 20s or even your 30s or 40s, you have some time to invest in a self-directed Roth account to grow this money tax-free. That means anything that you put in that vehicle and you invest in, and it grows like income-wise, like let's say you have real estate. You can invest in real estate through a Roth IRA account, self-directed one. Now, if you buy and sell properties in that Roth account, anything that you gain on the properties is your money to keep without paying Uncle Sam. This could be securities like stocks, bonds, ETFs, and other financial instruments that you can invest in inside of your Roth account, and anything that you gain in that would be tax-free. You can invest in other businesses, and the profits from that business the sale of that business, whatever gains there are, would be completely yours 100% without having to pay any taxes on that money. Get that, okay? Be kind to your future self. All right. Now, I put down here number 3, tax lien certificate investing, because you could actually combine these strategies, right? Because interest on tax lien certificates may not be tax-free. And if you do this inside of the vehicle of a Roth, self-directed Roth account, it will be tax-free. And a lot of the times, these can be high-yielding interest investments. More than 20% in some cases that you can get from investing in tax lien certificates, all right? Or worst case scenario, you end up not getting paid the interest, but you get a property that's worth a lot more than the interest that you would have gotten on the property. You flip that property inside of your self-directed Roth account, and you still make money tax-free in the future, okay? So what I want to bring to the conversation right now with you is, how do you shift your income to be kind to your future self when it comes to taxes? Guys, you know, this was a very quick conversation today. It is the observed holiday for Columbus Day, Indigenous People Day here in the U.S. It's great to be with you. Guys, be safe on the road. Make sure you take the information that we give you here, do the research, the background on it, and implement these strategies yourself so that you can win inside of your trucking company, inside of your business. At the end of the day, we want you to be successful. We want you to win. And when I say win, it means you get to keep your hard-earned money in your profit in your pocket. More profits, more cash flow, and you get to keep it. All right, guys, thank you. It's been great being with you. I'm Cheston Bolgen, tax strategist, CFO, your accounting superhero, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.